indirect proof tomorrow. One indirect proof. Nothing bigger than what I'm giving you. All right. There are extra indirect proofs that we skipped over yesterday on day 2. If you want to go over those today and let me look at it, I certainly will. There will be a word bank. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but there's going to be some fill in the blanks, and there'll be some words down at the bottom to choose from to fill in. And yes, of course, there will be more words than blanks. All right. So here's an example. The intersection of the medians is called the blank. Does it really matter if you have a word bank or not? Because you know in-center, centroid, orthocenter, and circumcenter are all going to be down there. So it doesn't matter. I don't think the word bank helps you. Maybe gives you a little hint maybe to where you should be looking. But all right, so that'll be the first 6 or 7 questions. Fill in the blanks. 3 inequality theorems. Ready? Here they are. I just wanted to remind you of them. First one. I know that angle 1 adds up to 3 and 4. That is not what I'm testing you on tomorrow. I am testing you that angle 1 is what compared to angle 3? Greater than. Yes, I know they add up too. I get that. That was last unit. And also, it's also greater than what? 4. I do not know the relationship between 1 and 2. I do not, but I know 1 is bigger than 3 and 4. Another one. In a triangle, where's the biggest side located? Across from the biggest angle, yes. So the biggest side here would be AC, followed by BC, followed by AB. Biggest side across from biggest angle. And finally, the last one we went over is you cannot have any three sides you want. What rule does it have to follow, the 3 sides of a triangle? Dylan? Any 2 sides have to be greater than the third added up. So if I have, here you go, here's 4 and 10. Can you guys write possible side lengths for the third side as an inequality? Anybody, what's the trick real quick to get there, Mason? Okay, so go ahead, subtract the 2 sides. I get 6. So the side's got to be between 6 and what's at the upper end? 10 plus 4, 14. So between 6 and 14. Finding points of concurrency on a graph. We did this on your quiz. Hopefully you just didn't shove it in your backpack and it's nowhere to be found. I asked you for, I believe it was, maybe I didn't on your quiz. So I'll just quickly let's say I have a right triangle specifically. Okay, ready. What if I ask for the circumcenter? So start going through your mind right now. Circumcenter is the intersection of the what? Perpendicular bisectors. What type of line is perpendicular to this vertical one? Horizontal, and it's got to go, if it's going to be a bisector, it's got to go through where? Halfway, midpoint, right? So something that, let me get a different color. Something that looks like this. What's perpendicular to this horizontal line? And it's got to go through the middle, right? Do I need to do it for this hypotenuse? I do not. So here's where the circumcenter would be. Another question, where's the orthocenter? Start thinking. Orthocenter is the intersection of the altitudes. This is a right triangle. Do you remember what we said about the altitudes of a right triangle? 2 legs. Where the 2 legs meet? There's your orthocenter right there. Okay, there's your orthocenter. What if I ask for centroid? Where the centroids intersect? The medians, where do medians go to? So you have to find the midpoint of one side, draw it in, midpoint of the other side, draw it in. I would never ask for in-center on a graph. I would never ask for in-center. All good there? Prepared for that tomorrow? Partitions, I don't know what else to tell you. Partitions. All right. Same thing from your quiz. I'm going to give you, 2 to 3, 4 to 8. I don't know what it is on the test, but it'll be on there. Median, altitude, perpendicular angle bisector. Make sure you know what they look like, what they do, what's the intersection of them. Okay. Specifically, you can look at page 22 of your packet. That's that chart that's all filled in. All right. And then there will be a question about slope with one of these. Just make sure you know your slope formula tomorrow. Anybody remember slope? We'll go over it now. Y2 minus Y1 equals. Quick question, if two lines are parallel, what do you know about their slopes? Same, and what if they are perpendicular? Negative reciprocals, yep, keep that in mind. All right. I'll open it up to you guys. I want to do one question from your packet, but that's it. Anything you want to ask here? Yeah.
Can you tell us anything about construction?
The construction, thank you for reminding me. You will not have to do any constructions with a compass. There will be one multiple choice question where I do a construction and I say, what did I just construct? Did I construct a median? Did I construct an altitude? Did I construct the circumcenter, et cetera? All right, so I do the actual construction for you, and I give you a list of what did I just construct. Okay? Yep. Anything else you want me to review real quick? Go in. I want to do number 2 in your packet. You do need everyone needs a calculator, though, before I do number 2. Okay, which side is the shortest in the entire diagram, everybody? The entire diagram. So first thing we're going to need is the other angles. That's why you have your calculators. Go ahead, find the other angles. I'll ask somebody in a second. I can't compare the sides until I have the angles. When you're ready, let me know the missing angles here. Here you go. 3, let me know when you're ready. 60, yep, and the other one? 57. Okay, usually we would say, where's the shortest side across from? Smallest angle, right? So the smallest angle in this diagram is 53. What's across from it? BD, that should be my answer, but it's not. That's only in a triangle. I want to look for the entire diagram. Because everyone see what the problem is by saying BD? If you look in the other triangle, is BD the smallest one in the other triangle? No, unfortunately not. Okay, so we need to determine now. We know it's not BD. It's got to be something else. So what I suggested you guys do when we did this was take both the triangles and list out their sides from smallest to largest. All right, so if you want to do that right now, go right ahead. Take both triangles and list out the sides from smallest to largest. All right, can you list the sides shortest to longest in triangle ABD for me? Let's hear from number 9, shortest to longest. Shortest in ABD? AD, keep going. AB, and the largest side would be BD. All right, nice job. Can somebody help me out now? CBD, triangle CBD, shortest side to longest side. 7.
BD.
BD, got it.
CD.
CD and
BC.
BC. All right, if we're looking for the shortest side, it's got to be one of these two right here. It's got to be one of those two because they're the shortest side in each triangle. But we already said what? Can't be BD. Why not? There's 2 other sides smaller than BD. Everyone see that? We listed 2 sides smaller than BD. So it can't be BD, so it's got to be AD. Yep. So that's the answer to this one, but I'm going to actually challenge you here now because you're going to do it in number 3 coming up, and I think I asked this on the test tomorrow. Can you list them all from shortest to longest for me in the entire diagram? I know AD is the shortest, but now can you give me the next one, the next one, the next one leading up to the biggest side? So I got ADs down. What's the next smallest side now that AD's gone? Is it back to BD? Is it BD? No, why not? You've listed it. There's one smaller than BD, and that's AB or BA. Yep. Now where am I? BD, yes. And now out of CD and BC, which one's smaller? CD, and then we're going to go with BC being the largest side. Yes. Okay. We all good with that one? Because you're going to do it again in number 3, and then I believe it comes up again tomorrow on the test. Questions, comments? All right, so once you finish number 3, you can go to the textbook work. Again, the answers to the textbook are on the very back of your packet. All right, I'll come around, see how groups are doing, and also to make sure you're staying on task. All right, talk it over with your group. I prefer you not move around with other people. Go ahead, get going. A lot of review time.